Hi everyone, it's Tammy and welcome back to my craft room here at Creative Girl Vintage. For today's project, I'm going to be layering up a cute Halloween ballerina for you. And this is a perfect project to use up scraps in your crafting stash, or if you choose, this video can serve as a tutorial for this kit that I have available that has you covered with all the bits and pieces. I'll give you all the details on where you can find it if it might be something that you would like. So let's enjoy some craft time together and dress up our ballerina for Halloween. All right, I took everything out of this little kit, popped it all in here, and we'll just work off this today. The link to the kit is in the description box below this video, and my kits are usually limited, and sometimes I sell out really quickly. So what I did for you guys is I added links to all these supplies that I'm going to be using today. So, if there's something you want to pick up for your stash, you'll be able to find it. So, and also keep in mind, if you do pick up one of my kits, you'll need some glues and some paint. And of course, glitter is always optional. All right, so let's get started with our ballerina. Pull this out of the way here. It's good to we'll get her painted up, and then that way she can be drying while we're working on the rest of the project. I just used what I had here. I had a orange paint called Georgia Clay, and then one called Pure Black. Whatever orange you have on hand probably would work. And so I just started by grabbing my little ballerina here and holding on to her foot and painted her little skirt all the way around. And the little top, just kind of be careful going around here doing her little top, and finished this up all the way around. And then I took the black paint, and here, let me just set this aside real quick. I took the black paint and did her little ballerina slippers and her tiara. Okay, so I had one made ahead of time just so we could have her all dry and ready to go when we need her. So, and it's up to you. You might want to paint her little tutu all black. Just, do whatever you like with her. But it was pretty just to change the color into more Halloween colors. Okay, so next up, here's what we got. We have a piece of cardboard here. I sized this 3 inches by 3 inches, and I popped holes in here for our hanger. And I have a vintage book page for you as well. So what I'm going to use is I've got the Eileen's Clear Gel Tacky Glue. All right, I think about any kind of glue is going to work for this. I just happened to grab this one. I'm going to put a little bit on here and spread it around with my finger. Okay, and then take this book page and just pop it right on. Okay, and then now this is completely optional, but if you want to get out some of your inks, this is a good time to do this. I really like this. This is the color I'm going to be using today is Black Soot, which I thought was pretty appropriate for a Halloween ornament. And I'm just going to go around and black soot up the edges here. Just give it a nice little vintage look. Okay, and let's grab our wire. This is just a 20 gauge wire, and I'm going to send it through here and just bend it back. You can bend it over itself too, kind of tighten it like that. And then I've got 2 little beads. These are little rhinestone beads. So cute. And I'm going to string these on here. I got a silver one, and we've got, where is that? It's like I need to put my glasses on. Okay, where are you? Where are you? I know there's a hole here somewhere, you guys. I'm sorry that I can't see it, and my glasses aren't on the table. Wait, I just found it. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, we got that on there. And then let's just string this right through. My glue wasn't 100% dry here, so my corner wanted to lift up a little bit. So just kind of be mindful of that if your glue isn't dry. I'm just going to, you can adjust this for whatever size you want your little hanger. And then you've got these two pretty little beads on here, like this, okay? And then next up, we have a piece of sparkly orange, glittery orange tulle. And using the same tacky glue here, I just did like a couple little dots on here. I just needed this really to tack down. And I'm going to lay it right on that glue. And that'll adhere right on there nicely. Okay, if you guys follow me, you know I love my little cray paper fans, and we've used them in a lot of projects over here. If you haven't already, let's do one real quick. A little refresher course here. This is about 12 inches of black cray paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start folding this up into a little fan shape. So it's a little pleat, and you want to match this bottom point on top of each other as you go. So you make a little pleat, and you can see that bottom is just going, that little bottom pleat is going right on top of the one before it. Okay. And I kind of squish my cray paper down as I go. It tends to keep this together, I feel. So it's not like just flying out of your hands. Okay. And just continue pleating until you get to the end here. If you have a little extra, don't worry about it. You can trim it. Kind of squish it together a little. And at this point, if you want to kind of let up a little bit of the tension of your finger, you can kind of let it out, let it fan out a little bit. And grab your stapler and pop a staple in there. Okay? And now you've got this pretty little fan. I'm going to trim off that little excess that we had right there. Okay, we're going to use this right here. Our flowers are going to lay on that. So in the meantime, we've got our board ready. Let's get our ballerina ready. All right, in here for you, I've got a piece of black tulle. It's like a ruffled tulle. And it's like ruffled on both sides. But what I did for this project is I actually just folded it in half. Okay, now when you put this around the waist of your ballerina, you'll see that this is really full. And you know, if you want to keep it that way, you definitely can, because that's really it's really cute when it's full like that too. What I chose to do here is give it a little trim and just shorten it a little. So you know, this is totally up to you. You go with whatever option that you like. Okay, so it's a little shorter. I'm going to be using my hot glue gun for this, and I'm going to be using a little bit of glue right on the back of her dress. One end of this tulle, I'm going to push right in back there, like so. Okay, give that just a moment, and then we're going to go around. I still have a lot of you ask me what glue gun I use, and I just always use this little Surebonder. Mine has seen better days, as you can see, but you can see by this little bitty precision tip, it's so much nicer to work on these tiny projects. All right, so this is just wrapping around her waist, basically. I have a little excess here, which I think I will trim a little bit of that off, but some of it I'm just going to go kind of back around again as far as it'll go, just for fullness. And you can see how cute she is in her little tutu there. And then at this point you can trim it and make it look however you want it to look. And using a little Mod Podge, I am going to glitter her up a little bit. So let me hold her arm, since we're going to be glittering her tiara and glittering her little ballet slippers. Okay, I'm using a really fine black, and isn't she so pretty? All right, let's just set her over there for a second because, you know, that glitter is wet and we'll be running our fingers through there and we don't need to be. All right, so it's out of the way. Get our board back out here and start assembling this. So I'm just going to kind of lay it out and then we can just glue everything down. With the little ribbon, I started making a bow. So there's like 11 inches or 10 or 11 inches of ribbon in there, a cute little orange check. Just go ahead and make yourself a little bow. I'm going to be using that. And then we've got our flowers. And these flowers, you know, they come in the kit. I tried to lay them in here very carefully, but you might want to fluff them up a little and just make them look the way you want them to look. Trim off the bottom and make them all even. All right, so I'm going to start. Let's start putting this together. This is going to lay just right on this corner right here. It's just going to add another little pretty layer flaring out. I'm going to grab our ballerina by the arm and let's position her kind of where we want her, over on this side. And I'm going to go back here on the back of her dress with the glue gun, and I'm going to go more on her, on the plastic, than I am on the tool. And I'm going to press this down. You might want to put a little dot of glue maybe under her hand and maybe under this foot, whatever's making contact. And then give it a moment to kind of stick on there. I think we got it. Okay. Let's take our little bundle of flowers here. Let's see, I like this little black flower. Let me pop that where it's more noticeable. Okay. And then this little bundle of flowers is going to lay, I like to lay it right on this little fan, like right over the staple. Okay. So a little bit of glue. I'm just going to lay this on here. You could even do like maybe a little bit more glue on top to hold it. I don't really want to jam my fingers in it because I know what'll happen. It's going to be stuck in there. All right, flare that out a little. And with your bow, you're adding kind of your security right here. This is what's going to really kind of secure all your flowers down. Another big dollop of hot glue, and then pop that bow right on there, and then you can hold it where it presses everything down and holds it all in place. Okay, finishing up, we have a little black button, which I thought was cute, to add right here. And I punched out with my circle punch. I had some vintage envelopes and I used that for the paper, and then I just stamped "Hey There Pumpkin." It's one of my rubber stamps that I had, and I thought it turned out pretty sweet. And I'm just going to put a little dollop of hot glue there. I'm going to pop in my "Hey There Pumpkin" right here on the corner, and there you go. So this really turned out to be a darling little layered up Halloween ballerina ornament. As always, thank you for sharing your love of crafting with me today. And I invite you to be part of this amazing community by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Giant hugs to all of you and happy crafting from me. Bye for now.